Marvel's Spider-Man 2 gives us a total of 78 suits, so today I'll be ranking all 39 Miles suits from my least favorite to my favorite. Now remember, this is a suit ranking, something that is very subjective, so this is just my opinion, and I'm ranking them based on how good they look for me, and how much I use them, that's all. So you are going to disagree, and that's the point. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and with that said, let's get started. Coming in at last place, we have the Evolved suit. Now if this was just a random additional suit, I would have been much kinder to it, but the fact that this is Miles' new suit in the story is just ridiculous. Especially considering how good his advanced suit is, so this is a huge downgrade. I don't really like the hair poking out the mask, which is kind of goofy looking, and the colors, even though it is red and blue, the classic Spider-Man colors, just clash in the suit. And solidifying it as the worst, there aren't even good color variations.
Not quite my tempo.
In second to last, we have the Homemade suit, another pretty goofy looking suit, but considering it is homemade, that's probably the point, but it's just one I never have the desire to wear. The Great Responsibility suit. This suit feels like such a wasted slot, as it's meant to resemble the classic Spider-Man look, when you can just play as classic Spider-Man. And considering it is a suit from the first Miles game, it just feels like there were much better ones they could have brought over, like the animated suit, so it's just really unnecessary. Crimson Cowl. Similar to the previous placement, there were much better suits from the first game they could have added instead of this one. I've never really liked the look of the suit, the hood design isn't great and the color options are pretty bad. The Red Spectre suit. As mentioned earlier, I really dislike hair poking out through the spider mask, but I feel like this look is definitely a bit better than the Evolved suit, but it's still not very good. The Acromat suit. Now I'm not really a big fan of most of these Deluxe Edition suits, as I feel that they are way too over-designed for the most part, and this is the best example of that. This one has such an overwhelming look, the colors and the design, it's all just too much. I do kind of like the Wakanda inspiration behind this one, but there's a suit that does that much better. The Strike suit. Another suit that is just way too over-designed for Spider-Man. I do appreciate that this game does include these very out there suits, and the glow on this one is cool, but I never wear it. Then we have the Sportswear suit. If this suit didn't have any color variations, it would have been near the bottom, as I usually find the spider suit mixed in with normal clothing pretty boring. But I love how you can change the spider mask into a Miles mask, and the fact that you can change the jacket color too. That is a pretty cool touch. Tokusatsu. When they first revealed the Deluxe suits, I was really expecting to like this one a lot more than I do. But it has the same issues a lot of these have, of not feeling very Spider-Man-like, and being way too over-designed. The glow is nice at least, but without daytime changing, what is the point? The Encoded suit. Not an extremely memorable design, but I definitely use it more than the other Deluxe suits, and there are some nice details in this one. The Boricua suit. Not really a design I find too interesting. It's just the Miles suit with the Puerto Rico flag on it, kind of resembling the Captain America look, which is kind of cool, but I still find it a bit boring. That brings us to the Most Dangerous Game suit. This is an okay design. It does capture the combination between Spider-Man and Kraven very well, but it isn't one I see myself using frequently. The color of the eyes match the suit's color a bit too much, so they sort of blend in. It's so pointless that both Peter and Miles have this exact same suit design. Biomechanical. Definitely the best of Miles' Deluxe suits. It's kind of a unique design and I love the glowing spider, but why does the face look so weird? This isn't an Ant-Man game. Then we have the Classic suit. Now from here on, I really like most of these suits. This one is obviously the suit from the first game, and I think it is a good Miles suit overall. But it definitely feels very unnecessary with the new upgraded suit. It's very obvious that it is a grey and red suit instead of being black and red like it's supposed to be. There's a pretty nice red color variant of the suit though, which is really cool looking. Advanced Tet suit. Not too memorable, but I like how it is just the classic suit with a more armored look, so it's good enough. Up next is Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., a suit where I like the concept more than the actual look. Now I still think it's very good, but not too crazy about the way the white and blue is used. But I do like its color variants, especially the black one. Up next is the City Sound suit, one that I was definitely not expecting to like as much as I do, as I'm usually not the biggest fan of the spider suit mixed in with normal clothing, but here it is actually very unique. I love the whole vintage look this one has, and it's definitely the closest thing we have to Miles Noir, which is kind of cool, and the color options also work really well. Then we have Brooklyn 2099, a pretty cool looking design, but it definitely isn't as good as the other Miles 2099 look. I really like the glow, but as mentioned before, without daytime changing, there's really not much use to it. But I still like this design a lot, I just don't use it as much as some of the others. the Life Story suit, or Miles' spacesuit. Now this one is pretty interesting because the first time I unlocked it, I thought it was super bland, and then I discovered this awesome gold and black look, which just elevated the entire suit. I also like how it has this sort of retro futuristic look to it, so not bad at all. Then we have the purple rain suit. Now Across the Spider-Verse definitely made me like the suit a lot more than I did, but I'm still pretty mixed on it. On the one hand, I really love the concept of a prowlerless Spider-Man suit. On the other hand, I'm not the biggest fan of the purple and green. But we are in a point on this list where I think they are all very good, and this one definitely has some cool color variations too. I also love the detail on the suit, like all the small gadgets. Programmable matter. Now remember when I spoke about glowing suits being pointless in daytime? This is definitely the exception. This whole suit glows so well and it is so cool looking. I also love how you can change the color of the glow. So this is one of the few cases where I really like all 4 suit variations. I just wish it wasn't so geometric. End suit, a pretty cool and unique design. I love the hood and camo pants a lot, and overall I don't have much more to say, it's really solid. 10th anniversary suit, very similar to the Life Story suit. I didn't like this one as much when I first unlocked it, until I saw this awesome red variation. I love how this suit has a very homemade, friendly neighborhood feel to it. It fits Miles really well. The upgraded suit, the default look for Miles in this game, and it is definitely a huge improvement of the previous game's suit. I love how they made it darker overall so it isn't grey at least. So it is a really good portrayal. I never use it as much as I use Peter's default suit, which I think is much better. But if you think of Miles, this is the sort of look that comes to mind, so it does its job really well. Then we have 2099, one of my favorite suits from the Miles game. So it's weird having it this low down, but there were so many other new suits that I think are much better. But I do really like this one though, especially those glowing eyes. That brings us to Kenny in Black. Now out of the 3 Miles symbiote suits, this is probably my least favorite, but it's still a very cool looking suit. I like how they changed up the spider symbol and added that spiral on the forehead. The color variants are awesome too. Then we have the Bodega cat suit, a fan favorite suit for an obvious reason. You get to watch a cat beat up enemies. I mean, it's so cute spinning around with the cat in your backpack, and I love the customization options where you can change his mask even. It's a very fun concept. I don't use it frequently, but it is very cute. Then we have the track suit, a suit I never imagined would be this high up. The main look for it doesn't really interest me all that much, but the red and black look is amazing, and in my opinion it's even better than Miles' default look. I love the big red spider and the overall sleek look it has. The other variations are definitely not the best, but this one color option is so good it elevates the whole suit. Shadow Spider, this one is just so good for swinging around in and gliding. The cloak gives such a cool vibe, and I love the Moon Knight influence. Entering the top 10, we have the Smoke and Mirror suit. Now Mysterio is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, so a suit themed after him is a really cool concept, and it's executed perfectly. I love the glowing helmet design with the misty spider eyes peeking through, which is very unique. I know I was criticizing the Prowler suit earlier because of the green and purple, but here I don't mind it at all, it fits really well with the gold. The Dark Ages suit. Miles' symbiote suits really just nail the alien look, this one especially with those creepy eyes and skin-like flaps. The color variations are also so good, especially the all red one. Not sure why, but I always seem to love Miles' red suit variations. The 2020 suit, another favorite suit of mine from the first game that feels very Miles, but it also feels very unique at the same time. The face design with the screen look is obviously really awesome. Again, I wish we had daytime changing, because I would have loved to free roam the suit at night, but it's super cool nonetheless. The Best There Is suit. While it isn't fully the best there is, it is very close. I mean, it's a Wolverine Spider-Man suit, what more can I say? Then similar to that suit, we have the Forever suit. Also inspired by another Marvel hero, this time obviously being Black Panther. Now I had no idea the suit was in the game, and it was such a big surprise when I unlocked it. This suit definitely uses its variations in the best way possible, as all 4 colors work so well. The silver one probably being the best, as it captures the Black Panther look very well. Entering the top 5, we have the Family Business suit. Probably the suit I played with the most early game, as it's one of the first you unlock. And even after unlocking them all, this one is such a good pick to go back to. I love the use of the black with the bronze. But a detail that made me appreciate the suit even more are those small lights running across the suit. It is just a really sleek look overall, without being overwhelming or over-designed. The background of the suit being inspired by the Prowler's Iron Spider suit is also very cool. Then we have the Absolute Carnage suit, one of the best portrayals of the symbiote in this game, that does such a good job of combining the Spider-Man look with the alien look. Those big venom-like eyes with a web pattern on the body, combined with that awesome spider design, all work so well together. I also think the suit just nails the color variations, each of them is amazing. So it's a great look, my only issue would be that I wish we could have unlocked it sooner. In third place, we have the Spider-Verse SB suit. Now, the Spider-Verse movies are some of my favorite films of all time, so of course that means I'm going to love these suits. I'm so glad we got this particular version in the game, with the homemade look to it, the bright yellow cape.
And it's a no on the cape.
I think it's cool.
Take that off, it's disrespectful. Spider-Man doesn't wear a cape.
Overall, it has such a vibrant appearance, so just really fun to use. In second place, we have the Into the Spider-Verse suit, and in first place, we have Across the Spider-Verse. These two could basically be tied, I love them both. The Into the Spider-Verse suit was easily the best from the Miles game, and now you get Across too, which I might even prefer a bit. I love the slick red on the side, and the much more simplistic suit design, but these two are great, they nailed the animation style and the design. So the Across the Spider-Verse suit is my favorite and comes in at number 1.